All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And an alley to run. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. Now a first down throw. Luck. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Throwing is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He dumps it off to Drake. And now running right through it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Locke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
On first down, Drake. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Luck now on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards.
And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And out come the Dolphins now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, it's Long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Able to shake him up. Now a hit and Love lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with... And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, Love being chased out left. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Out of the gun, Luck. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On now the Miami field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
New York set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Love. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll escape to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Love. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
No, check, Patriot.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Luck on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a first down throw. Luck escaping the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Luck. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Luck now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a handoff for Drake. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Potter. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at him, keep handing him the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Whitaker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No. Check, Patriot.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Rock. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. What a spin. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Gordon on the dump off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Escapes the sack. And shutting him off. Now open field. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Locke. Going for the right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Long. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's Luck now on second down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
from the gun. Here's Love. And he hits Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. He's at the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Vernon Butler. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side. Knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So a good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.